In our last video, we spoke about how to change various aesthetic mappings in our visualizations with the ggplot2 library. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the underlying statistical transformations that can happen with various geom functions. So the data set that we're going to be working with is the diamonds data set. So the diamonds data set is a data set that should come preloaded if you have the tidyverse loaded in your R session, which I do. So if I write diamonds in the console, I see the data set that we're working with over here, where we have around 54,000 diamonds and various qualities which are recorded. So we have here the carat, the cut quality, the color of the diamond and the clarity, the depth, the table of the diamond, right, and the price, and the various three-dimensional measurements listed by X, Y, and Z. So let's say I'm interested in plotting a bar chart where I want to go and see the frequency of the quality of cuts of the diamonds that we have here in our data set. So in our data set here, we see that there are more higher quality cut diamonds than there are lower quality cut diamonds. And assuming that this is something that could be objective about the market, we can see that there are more higher quality diamonds in circulation than there are lower quality diamonds, which seems to make sense because that's what people are interested in buying, and that's what people are interested in selling. What's important to note about this visualization, though, is that we have our data binned and we have it plotted by count, but count is not something which is explicit in our data set. So what's happening over here in geom bar, in the geom bar function, is that our data is first binned and then the count of the binned data is plotted. This is because the geom bar default stat argument, which I haven't written down here, but the stat argument is set to count. So if I were to go and explicitly define the stat argument and write in count, I get the same exact visualization. So this works if we only have our data which isn't aggregated. But suppose we already have bin data and we want to plot our data. So what we need to do is alter our mapping and our stat function. So Hadley put together the aggregated data set by using a tribble. If you don't know what a tribble is, don't worry about it. We're going to learn about it hopefully in later videos. But it's essentially just a data set that is filled up row-wise. So if we look at the demo data set, we have our aggregated data. So now, if we're interested in making a bar plot of this, we need to go and change the aesthetic mappings, and we need to change the stat which we're going to be using. So I'm going to go and change the data to demo because that's what we're going to be using. So then we have our X value, and then we're going to have to add a Y value to go and make note of the frequency that we're using. And the stat argument, what we're going to be using is the identity, where we're going to be looking at the intrinsic value that is listed. So running that, we get a bar chart where we have the cut quality of our diamonds binned, and we have the frequency plotted. All right, that's all that I have for now. I'll see you in the next video.